The reason we're able to celebrate this momentous occasion is because of the men and women who have served our country over the past 100 years. Hard to imagine, but in 1912, manned flight was in its infancy. Battleships were the most destructive weapon on land or sea. A lot has changed since then, but the sacrifice of our military heroes remains the same.
Never saw what was about to happen.
We catch up with the Arizona band CTS as they perform a rock and roll tribute honoring veterans of yesterday and today. The group is known across the U.S. for its Freedom Rock experience. Let's take a listen. Today's hero is not a person, but rather a machine that saved a lot of lives during World War II, the Sherman tank.
My grandfather served in World War II, fought against the Germans, some really rough fights. Places like Kasserine Pass, Monte Cassino, tough fights against the Germans. And then my father served 20 years in the Air Force, up through the Cold War era. He was on SR-71s, and I took up the interest, and then of course preserving military histories sort of been my thing.
And so, you guys are a traveling museum right now.
Right now we're a traveling museum in the state of Arizona. We have some extremely rare pieces.
Let's talk about what we're sitting on right now.
Well, right now,
very rare.
We are on
piece of history.
A World War II Sherman tank. Now this isn't just any Sherman tank. There was 50,000 Sherman tanks built in the war.
Okay.
But of those 50,000, there was only 254 assault Shermans like this one here.
Okay.
This has double the armor plate of a standard Sherman and 10 tons of extra armor. Now, also, there was only 9 left in existence of this tank. Of those 9?
Only 9? Only
9.
Okay. So, and we're on one of them. And this is the only one that actually is mobile, that moves?
This is the only running assault Sherman in the world at this time. Now, I do hope that some of the other collectors and museums out there get theirs running someday.
Yeah.
But right now, this is it. So again, an extremely rare piece and a good treat for the Best Fest here and our other veterans.
Yes. So tell me, what has it been like when people, come up to you, they want to know about the tanks, they want to know, about the military vehicles, and what's that like being able to share that with them?
For one thing, it's a lot of fun because here we are preserving history, and they're genuinely curious.
Yeah.
And so we get to talk to them about this tank or the half tracks and other armored cars and stuff that we have in the collection. For them, it's an educational thing. And the other thing we do too is we've taken the Sherman tank to elementary schools as well.
Oh, wow.
And
well, you can just tell the kids walking by, the adults walking by, people from that era walking by, and it's just different reactions from every. It means something different to everyone.
And it's also very exciting too for the kids when you talk about being able to use a tank for an educational tool.
Right.
It's one thing to talk about it in school and everything, and they read a book, but when they actually see they see the tank, they become engaged and they're excited about it.
And they want to learn about history.
And then I see them, then they're diving into the book.
Right.
And it's very fun to watch that transformation take place because we know how we are as kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And all the competition out there with video games and all these other things that are detracting their attention. And
well, right. But when they see this, they want to dive right in. Wow, a real tank.
Right.
This is it. This is a real thing.
So can you tell me a little bit about what this tank has gone through? It's got some war wounds on it.
And this Sherman does have some war wounds. Now, you can see on the front armor plate there where a German high explosive round had hit on a glancing blow. Now, when I say high explosive, that kind of round will melt into the armor. This one did not penetrate the armor on the front there, but sort of bounced off, and you can see where it burned those fingers, so to speak, through. Very interesting. There's also bullet hits on the side of the turret and everything, too, I can point out to you. But as far as a combat veteran goes, here you have one right in front of you. World War II American Classic.
American Classic,
the Sherman tank. And the Assault Sherman at that. And this one, like I said, So real combat against the Germans.
This is what our grandfathers were
This is what our
defending our
grandfathers-
country in.
This is it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday, Arizona.
Arizona.